Hey pal, it's me, Bret Shuford, and if you want to get the best tool for growing your business as a coach, as an entrepreneur, however it is you're choosing to grow your business, I want to make sure you know about Kajabi. Kajabi has changed my life. I'm able to manage my email list, which if you've studied with me, if you worked with me as your coach, you know your email list is probably the most important thing you can have. It hosts all of my website. It hosts all my lead pages. I'm telling you, all my courses are on Kajabi, and for one flat rate, you get all of that. Plus, what I love about Kajabi is they have amazing trainings, an amazing community of people that will help you grow. And if you use my link in the show notes below, you can try it out for free. Absolutely no cost for a month. And in that month, I'm telling you, in 30 days, there's a lot you could do with Kajabi and you could figure out if it's right for you. And if it's not right for you, you can just cancel it before that month. If you do decide you want to move forward, you will get charged and I will earn a commission. You will actually help support this podcast, help support me and my mission to help more LGBTQ plus creatives be more creative at zero cost to you. You will pay the exact same thing I pay for Kajabi, and yet you will help support this channel. So I want you to check out the show notes below, check out Kajabi if you're somebody who even has an inkling of growing a business, of hosting a website, of growing your email list, all the things that I think are so important no matter what field you're in when it comes to online marketing. I'll leave that link for you again down in the show notes below. And as always, I'm here to support you. So if you're ever working on that Kajabi site and you're confused or lost, I'm here for you. Just shoot me a DM. And now on to the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Creative Visibility Podcast. We are actually releasing this episode on Friday because, as you can imagine, being a work from home dad, things have been a little crazy here. We have been sleep training Maverick this week, and it has taken a lot of focus. And I guess we could say focus or distraction. But it's good distraction. I want to talk a little bit about collaboration. Something that I run into a lot in working with new business owners is the sense of competition. And I mean, listen, a lot of us feel this idea that there's only so much in the world. There's only so many customers. If I give any support to people who are serving a similar audience, they might take my customers. Listen, I have learned that the opposite is true. The more supportive that you can be of people who serve a similar audience, this is especially true on social media, the more likely you are to grow. And that's because social media is built on this idea of social structure, that the more people you know, the more people you're seen with, right? If you were going to say like, this is TMZ, right? Or some way of like getting paparazzi to see you, right? Social media becomes this thing where the more people who serve a similar audience that are aware of you and you become friends with, or at least acquaintances, the more you help them, because your audience is going to resonate with you more than them, and their audience is going to resonate with them, and you serve and you solve a similar problem. So one of the things I teach in the Creative Visibility program is this idea of collaboration over competition. The more you can be collaborative, the more you'll start to see your account grow. And what's really cool about this is that Instagram recently, if you've not noticed, released something called collaborations. And this is really cool for people who want to make Instagram Reels or any post with brands or with other accounts, because what it allows you to do is you can make a piece of content in collaboration with one other account. Now, you can't do multiple accounts. You can usually only do one-to-one account. And in this feature, it doesn't matter if it's a reel or if it's a feed post, what you would do is you would make the content. So if you make the reel, let's say, I've done this a few times with some other accounts where we make an Instagram reel together. They shoot their portion, I shoot my portion, we edit it together. And then when you go to tag people, that's whenever on Instagram you get to the portion before you publish, where you put in the caption, you put in locations, it'll ask you to tag people. When you click on tag people, it will say tag people, or you'll see an option to collaborators. It's like a toggle, right? There's a left and a right side. Toggle on to collaborators and look up the other account of the person who is involved in this piece of content. What that will then do is when you do that, it will tag them as a collaborator. When you post, they will get a notification in their direct message that You have just invited them to be a collaborator on this piece of content. When they say, yes, I agree, I accept this request, what happens is this one piece, this one post now shows up on both accounts. So it's considered one post, but it's showing up on both accounts. And what this allows your audience to do is both your audience and their audience are going to engage with that post. So you get double the engagement, double the views. And it's such a powerful way of showing people that you are a collaborator. You are not out here trying to take people or afraid of other people taking people. That sense of generosity can go really, really far in getting an audience to trust you. Now, what you do not want to do, you don't want to invite someone to be a collaborator who didn't, offer to be a collaborator. That can feel a bit invasive. Like, who is this person? Why are they asking me to collaborate on this? What you also don't want to do is create a piece of content that isn't necessarily equally valuable to both audiences. So what I've learned in the captions too, you want to make sure the caption is something that includes both accounts. So if I personalize it, let's say I say, I did this, I did that, and then it shows up on someone else's account, it's not going to really make much sense to their audience. So you want to have a real specific caption that maybe both of you agree to. What's interesting, I'll just tell you a little bit of some of the work we've done around learning more about this feature, is like on Broadway Husbands, for instance, we want to post 2 reels a day. That is how our account has grown the fastest. It's really difficult to do that for both my account and Broadway Husbands and Steven's account and Broadway Husbands. So what we'll do is Steven will make a piece of content and make Broadway Husbands a collaborator. So that piece of content goes to both accounts. I'll do the same thing. And then we're each getting a post on our personal accounts as well as the Broadway Husbands account. And in doing this, not only do we remind our audience that we have these personal accounts if they want to look more into my coaching services or Steven's ballet teaching, but it also helps us get more views. It helps add views to the Reels bonus. If you're somebody who's enrolled in the Instagram Reels bonuses, which last month, I think we made $1,200 from those Reels bonuses from doing, because we have 3 accounts. So $1,200 is nothing to sneeze at in a month because that's going to pay our water bill and some other things, right? So I want you to start to not only think about how you view collaboration over competition, because so many of us are still allowing this idea of competition to stifle our creativity, to stifle us going out there and being visible. That's, by the way, that's another version of imposter syndrome telling you like, oh, it's already been done. Oh, somebody's already doing that. They are not you. Right? So whether they're doing it or not, the way you deliver it and the way people hear it is going to be very, very different. So don't allow that idea of competition to get in the way. And in fact, I want you to start looking at those people who you keep saying, well, they're already doing it. And I want you to think of them as a collaborator. Hey, I should reach out to them. We should have a Zoom call or coffee. We should just see how we could collaborate together on something because our audiences are looking for the same thing and we both deliver it in 2 different ways. I promise you, it's not as scary as it sounds. And you're going to start to dissipate a little bit of this fear that comes up when you want to start to become more visible. And by doing that, let's say you do the collaboration feature on Instagram or some sort of collaboration with somebody, whatever platform you use, you also then double your views. You get in front of their audience. And that, my friend, is how you really start to grow your account. I hope you found this valuable. Stay tuned for next week. And have an awesome, awesome week. Keep being creatively visible. If you got a lot out of this episode, make sure you leave a review on whatever podcast platform you're listening on. Take a screenshot and share and tag me at Bret Shuford on Instagram or whatever platform you're listening on. I cannot wait to see what you do with the knowledge that you learned today. And if you're somebody who's looking to continue to move forward, you can always check out the Creative Visibility Program on my website. You can just go to bretshuford.com/apply, where you can fill out a little questionnaire to see if it's a fit for you. I want to help you grow your business. If you're somebody who's not looking for a coach, doesn't want support, but you do want a platform that can help you streamline your systems, grow your email list, maybe even launch a course, Kajabi is the platform for you, and I have left a link in the show notes down below for you to check that out for free, absolutely no cost to you. And if you decide that you do like Kajabi moving forward, you help support this channel and everything moving forward. So do not forget to keep being creative, keep being visible, and I will see you in the next episode.